Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a situation many of us dread. Coming back from, say, a dream vacation to a nightmarish surprise. But this isn't your typical horror story. It involves a scientific puzzle and some unwelcome guests. Maggots in the freezer. Now before you skip this video thinking it's gross, hold on. This scenario raises an interesting question. How did maggots, the larvae of flies, manage to get into a seemingly airtight freezer after coming home from your vacation? This isn't a horror movie, it's a science mystery waiting to be solved. To understand this, let's dive into the fascinating and maybe a bit unsettling world of flies. These insects go through 4-stage life cycle: egg, larva, where the maggot is, pupa, and the adult fly. During the egg stage, they are incredibly tiny, barely visible to the naked eye. Now here's where things get interesting. Even the most tightly sealed freezer might have, say, a microscopic imperfection in its rubber seal. These can be a tiny crack, even gaps around the hinges. While they wouldn't allow air to escape significantly, they might be just big enough for a tiny fly egg to slip through. Imagine you leave for vacation with some food debris lingering near the back of the freezer, maybe a forgotten piece of fruit. While you're gone, the temperature rises slightly due to a malfunction. This creates the perfect environment for those fly eggs to hatch into a maggot. Once hatched, the maggots enter a feeding frenzy stage. These little guys are prolific eaters and can consume their body weight in food daily. In the confined space of the freezer with limited options, they feast on a readily available organic material, in which case they grow extremely rapidly. It doesn't take long for this initial infiltration to become a full-blown maggot infestation. By the time you return, the once frozen food becomes a breeding ground for these unwanted guests. So a key takeaway here is that even the most well-sealed environment might not be completely secure. Microscopic openings can provide unexpected entry points for these tiny organisms like fly eggs. However, while we can't control every microscopic imperfection, there are ways to minimize the risk of this happening. Keeping your freezer clean and potentially free from potential food sources that can be eaten easily by maggots is essential. Ensuring that you have a good working, well-rounded thermometer in your freezer, as well as potentially a small container of baking soda that might absorb any lingering odors that might attract flies. While encountering maggots in your freezer is certainly unpleasant, understand the science behind their growth cycle and their ability to exploit tiny openings can help you prevent similar situations in the future. Thanks for joining us on this scientific exploration. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more exploration of everyday mysteries, and let us know in the comments what other scientific conundrum you'd like for us to unravel next. Until then, stay curious and keep your freezers in check.